Before the day ends, this is after doing the hard mode of Infernal Codex. I will show you guys and semi-break down my not ideal easy team against the Zelus boss, but I will just show kind of what I've been doing. It's it's not hard, but the hard part is maximizing your score. This is the boss, it's just a Zelus boss. What it does is it brings up a shield that you need a certain amount of hits to break if you haven't done it yet, which I assume most people have. It's an interesting mechanic, so you really want a lot of fast attacking characters, ideally some melee because there's not a lot of platform spots, and yeah, you just wanna. This takes I get this in 2 hits. This is not the hard part. Hard part is just getting as high of a score as you can. Um, and yeah, it's really interesting. I do consider this part of the Infernal Codex, even though it doesn't show. I think everyone does. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to try it out. This is the team I've been using. I know there is ways to make it a lot better. I just don't have a lot of the good options. If I remember, I'll show some of the higher ranked teams. But this is what I've been doing. Arrogance and Wrath on the ground spots, and Falcia to help with a lot of attack speed. I'll show builds after if I remember, but I mostly do Silas and Hex for damage, Dolores for buffing, and then the rest for kind of breaking the shield and doing a bit of damage. Falcia attacks so fast, does 2 to 3 hits, and she's great. I love her. She's not that good. I really wish they gave her a Nightmare faction, dual faction, but whatever. Anyways, so the placement order and where you place it doesn't really matter. I've been doing this because Dolores covers everything, so everyone gets the Dolores buff. My Dolores does die, even though she has 20 something thousand HP and all of that good stuff. She does die, but it's not a big deal. Anyways, I ult with my 2 damage dealers, and then Dolores, Falcia. As you can see, I'm instantly SSS because this is not hard to get, but my team is taking a lot of damage, unfortunately. I did make it ult, and I did try this, and I got D tier because it's so hard for early game players. But the second you're further in the game, this is trivially easy. Falcia, as you can see, tons of attacks over and over and over again. She's really good for breaking the shield, and it's what I'm using. There's other options too, sure, but whatever. I think I'm gonna save my ults a little bit, just to... That was a bad idea. I should not have triggered it yet, but it's fine. I'm just gonna trigger ults now. Ideally, you wanna hit him a lot when he's in his vulnerability. That's when you're gonna get the most damage. Kinda like Guild Boss. This really is just kinda the exact same as Guild Boss, but you want more attack speed. So everyone who has really good attack, Guild Boss teams, is going to really excel in this area of the game, especially if you have Toreador. Toreador is amazing for this stage because his Lord bonus gives you 10% chance to do extra hits. So I've been seeing a lot of teams with just pure Nightmare team with Toreador do really, really well. So I would highly recommend that if you have that. Anyways, just gonna pop ults. Falcia alone does so much work to the shield. It's actually crazy. But yeah, as you can see, points are building up. This is nowhere near the highest. People get 3-4 times this amount, but this is what I can do with my account. And yeah, I find this really fun. I don't know, it's just really relaxing to see the number go up. Dolores died. If I had more healing effect and attack, I think I would be able to have her survive. It's not a big deal. Just keep nuking down the boss. I think my highest score was about 530. No, 53 mil, I think. Is it 53 mil? No, 5.3 mil, sorry. I don't know, the numbers are really confusing. You have to count it, or at least for me. Because I'm not really the best at eyeballing these things. Anyways, we're gonna take down the boss super easy. Well, you can't take it down, but we're just gonna keep going. Only 30 seconds left. I will Zelus ult soon. It's 20 seconds long, so I will wait for Dolores and then pop them both. And there's a shield. That's unfortunate, but at least Zelus attacks twice per hit in his ult. And we should be squeaking out a little bit of extra damage, and there we go. And that's my run. Ideally, you just want to do a bunch of attack speed and your damaging units. Nightmare teams are really good, and just kind of do what you do for guild boss, and that's really it. As you can see, I'm carried a little bit. Hex is pretty good. Falchia does surprisingly well. Like, this is shocking for her. Same with these two. My Arrogance needs a lot more attack speed. He's not built very well. I just put my old Zelus gear on him, which had like no attack speed. And yeah, that's all I do for this. Pretty decent score. Could be better, but we take those. Alright. Hope you guys have a good day, and bye bye.